Welcome as we continue our study of Colossians chapter 3, verse 12. Therefore, as elect ones of God, holy and beloved, put on a heart of compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, longsuffering. Um, Background, remember this whole chapter has been telling us to put off the old man and put on the new, that we are renewed. We are part of Christ now. We're renewed through him. And we've seen the word put on before. That is it's enduos to sink into or to clothe yourself in. And that's the same word that's used here. It's that same era's command, so do it now. Paul's given us the condition that we are now. We are elect and holy and beloved. Elect is electos, which comes from ek and legos, which is so it's sort of to choose from. Ek is from, and lego is to speak. So I guess you could say to speak from, but by the time it gets to electos, it's really to choose from, to be chosen out of. And then the other conditions we have is that we are holy. So holy is agios, and this is the general word for holy or saint. It could be translated either way. It's talking about us or the Holy Spirit. And it really means to be set apart, which goes with being chosen out of, right? You've been selected out of a group and set apart. And then beloved which is agapeo, and that's related to the word agape, which is to love. But this is really referring to the person who is loved. That's why we translated beloved. And this is either talking about us or Christ. In this particular instance, it is talking about us. And the things that we are to put on, the first is heart of compassion. So we actually have two words here. We have splechnon, which can be translated as bowels or heart, and it can also be translated as heart of mercy, or merciful heart, maybe. And then you have oiktirmos, which can also be translated as heart of mercy. And so you have two words that really have similar meanings. One's more emphasized on the heart, and the other's more emphasized on the mercy. But you use these together, and that really just makes it a little bit stronger that you're very merciful. It's your character is that you're merciful. Then our next word is kindness, which is Christotes. And this one really just means kind, moral goodness, integrity. And it comes from, if we go a few layers back here, kreomai, which is to receive a loan or to borrow. And then, so the next layer of that is Christos, which is to be useful or employed. And then, so by the time you get to Christotes, it's really talking about just the general quality of being useful or good, or that's where the moral goodness and the integrity and kindness come from. So our next word is meekness. Did I skip a word? I did, sorry. Our next word is humility, which is tapienosune, which comes from tapienos, which is sort of humble or humiliated, low. Then you have phren, which is mind, and then sune, which is way of. So it's the way of thinking of yourself as being low. And ultimately, this is talking about your opinion of yourself relative to God. You understand that He is greater than we are, and therefore we need Him. And then meekness is praoteta or praotes, and that really just means that you're gentle and that you really don't point towards yourself. You're pointing to God. Our last word, long-suffering, is macrothumia, which comes from macro and thumos. And so macro is long, and then thumos is wrath. So it's really being far from wrath. You're far from being angered, and therefore you suffer long.